Hi Sagittarius, and welcome to your April 2019 Spirit Guide messages. I can't believe it is already April. I feel like I've lost the last few months of my life trying to get all these decks in order. So anyways, Sagittarius, let's take a look and see what your Spirit Guides want you to primarily focus on for the month of April. Alright, so we got Venus Loves Touch coming out. So with this Sagittarius, very important that, in all things you involve yourself in the month of April, make sure your whole heart is in it. And, if it's not something like that, this could be about gratitude. And, a lot of people don't understand gratitude to the depth of the importance of it. It's not just, oh, thank you for this, or, feeling happy for something going your way. Gratitude needs to be like a burning passion in your heart, like you would feel for a new lover, like that kind of depth of emotion, of energy. And it has to be authentic, right? You can't fake those butterflies and intense passions and desires that you feel for a new lover or somebody you are madly in love with. You can't fake that. It's just all quite natural, right? It's all about a vibration. And the reason why romantic love is easier for us to open up to and feel so deeply is because, the majority of the people out there truly desire a romantic partnership in their life, okay? But, gratitude is not like something you desire in your life, really. It's something you are, something you feel, something you emanate from, the depth of your being. And it's an expression between you and spirit, you and the universe. It's not even like you need to express to others thank you or be more gracious towards them. It's a feeling like just a burning happiness, a burning sense that almost brings tears to your eyes. And now I know this isn't for everybody, but for those of you where this is really like resounding, gratitude is the key. And it's not to say you're not grateful already, but it's almost like you shy away from really feeling anything because you're always afraid of the other shoe to drop. And Spirit's saying you've got nothing to lose in gratitude. Gratitude for anything and everything, for, what is working in your life, for the fact, that you can walk, that you can talk, that you can hear, that you can see, that you have food in your stomach, that you had a hot shower, anything and everything, and build that momentum of energy. And wow, gratitude is going to change your whole world. But for others of you, this is definitely about putting your whole heart and soul into whatever you're doing. And lastly, some of you at a spiritual level may be really working on some romantic issues, matters of the heart, marriages, karmic relationships, twin flame, you name it. Some of you are very, very focused in the month of April on some sort of romantic situation. Either like I need to figure out a new solution, or I want to let this go, or I want to make this better, or some of you could be falling in love. There's so many Sagittarius out there, and you're all going through something a bit different. But in this reading, your spirit guide is really bringing your attention and awareness to love in all its forms, and giving your whole self to that, whatever that means for you personally. All right, and the next thing is 10th house energy, which is a successful achievement. So there you go with that gratitude. This right here, some of you are just like right on the verge of some sort of breakthrough, achievement, success, new opportunity that it's a new opportunity, but you've been building yourself to open yourself to this opportunity, whether you've been growing your education, taking some sort of I don't want to say class, but really expanding your mind, your knowledge, your perception around some sort of subject, not really learning a new skill per se, but expansion of consciousness. And you are right in alignment for that in April, for the success of that, for the achievement of that. But it's all about putting your whole heart and soul into it, and also the element of gratitude and the importance of that. So let's pull some tarot cards and see what else comes out. Woo, okay, so that is 4. Okay, so let's see, Sag. What were these jumpers? Ooh, so yeah, look at this. It is time. You are achieving something, okay? And then it's a total restoration, recharging, recovery, all of it. You've got to take a step back. So the month of April, and look at this, is the 4 of Lessons, which would be the 4 of Swords, okay? This is me. This means we've got to rest, we've got to recharge, a period of recovery, because we've had a great achievement and we're very in love with what's happened, with what we've created, what's manifested. But also with this, pay attention to the information and symbolism in your dreams over the next month, you know, during the month of April, because there is something coming to you definitely in that space. Could be spirit guide communication, could be passed on loved one, could be how that final missing piece for this breakthrough right here, you know, different for all of you, but pay attention to dreams and allow yourself the period of rest, recuperation, and recovery through the month of April for sure. Yeah, because look at this, 3 of activations. This is, you have done all you can do. You can't go any further, and you really need to trust the universe for the rest. Like, let the universe take it from here. Ooh, the Creator, because there's a huge shift, huge elevation to your energy. Yeah, let the rest happen. You're not going to lose any sort of momentum. So if this has not manifested and we're like in pursuit of that, if there's any sort of setback in April, or there has been setback in March, Spirit's saying really trust that. Like, there's a period of recovery that you needed, and Spirit's got you, because you're transforming into something pretty magnificent, and this is the Creator energy, all right? Successful achievement. So you are definitely headed for some sort of success in your life, and this just isn't on a small scale, okay? This is, you know, for some of you externally, could be professionally, could be education, could be a relationship. Others of you, this is your spiritual journey, expanding your spiritual gifts, discovering who you are, being in an awakening process. Big achievement, no matter what it is, okay? Wow. And now we have cosmic consciousness. Yes, here's that shift in perception, which to me has a lot to do with putting your whole heart and soul into something, as well as that burning gratitude deep within. Any sort of blockage, it's like that will open up your energy centers, okay? It's not to say that you don't actively already do these things, but it's just something about, you know, loving whatever you're doing like it's a new lover, or, you know, feeling the gratitude like you would in the same aspect. It's just that energy is so powerful for you, Sagittarius, and will really help you push through and break through any sort of barrier. But more than that, shifting your consciousness, this here is saying you choose the timeline in which you want to exist, okay? And then you quantumly shift your consciousness there. All is energy. Matter is an illusion, all right? Look into quantum physics for further explanation of that. All right, yeah, and look at here. Don't be afraid of scarcity. Don't hold back. Don't hold back. Like, Sagittarius, that's what I'm really getting, is you are like on the verge of success, or you've achieved something, but we're holding back. We're nervous. We're afraid. I don't want to put my whole heart and soul in. I don't want to put all of my chips into this hand. I'm really afraid for the other shoe to drop. But again, Spirit's saying, listen, I've got you. You need to really relax your mind, maybe recharge your spiritual batteries, your physical energy, whatever it is for you, because that's what's going to allow this beautiful shift of consciousness, which again is leading you to this creator energy where we achieve and we manifest. Ooh, yeah, because look at this. 10 of lessons. So yeah, you've been on a very long journey, Sagittarius, and you are just at the end. 10th house, this is the 10th card. This would be the 10 of swords, okay? But in this deck here, this is all about that really long journey where you've encountered a lot of different challenges and lessons, heartaches, disappointments, breakdowns, left out, just a lot of different challenges, but it was growing you, it's reshaping you to take you to this elevation. And now we're moving into that period of recovery, of recuperation, and it's like you don't need to be afraid. You were learning things, you were moving through energy, and that once you learn all you can, which with this right here I see that you have, you don't have to fear anything anymore from that, all right? Because repeating lessons is just when we continually choose the same thing over and over, hoping that something different will happen this time. And this here is where we don't do that anymore. If we ever did, I see it for what it is, If I have to let go and move on, I'm going to let go and move on. If I have to be strong on my own, I'm going to be strong on my own. This here is not easy stuff. There's a lot of wounds that come with this card, but this is a huge, huge achievement, and there is great reward with this, and that comes through with this 10th house energy. So you guys are having definitely some sort of breakthrough in some area of your life, whatever you've been trying to achieve and accomplish. And now we're moving into smoother waters, or if there's any sort of barrier, it's like you've got to trust spirit and work on shifting your consciousness somehow, some way. But you will, okay? If anything's holding you back, it's just like this insecurity of, I don't want to be all in because if this didn't work, or I lost it all, this would shatter me. This would break my heart in ways that I could never recover from. Sagittarius, I don't see that here. I see that everything you've been through has made you so strong that there's nothing that can break you, okay? Except for your own thoughts, your own consciousness, your own beliefs. And you've done so much work. Let the, success happen. It's yours. Yeah, look at that. Universal reflection, connecting the dots. You get it. You've learned your lessons. Some of you, again, it's this insecurity, but with this, it might have been, I'm really afraid to let go of something and move on from it. Because next out, the, intuition here, 3 of intuition, this is where your third eye is fully activated, but you often discount the way your consciousness is processing the unseen energies around you, because you don't have any real way to validate the emotions you're getting, the images, the feelings, just whatever it is. You don't have a way to validate it. And many of you, when you try to talk to somebody about it, you try to call somebody out on their crap, or you're like, hey, I feel like you're feeling this, and they lie to you, and it really makes you question your own intuition, and you're just like, what? How was I so wrong? You weren't. It's just, somebody's misleading you because you were so spot on. And a lot of you, it's as though these things come to your mind, but you assume it is your own thoughts, okay? And the energy, the weird sensations may make some of you feel anxiety, and you don't really understand what's going on, but those are energies. You are, deciphering energies, and it's like a disconnection in your consciousness, which cosmic consciousness, but you're moving past that. It's like we've got to really believe in ourselves and move past any sort of fear that the other shoe's going to drop. I don't see it happening. Yeah, because look at what wraps this up. The Seven of Lessons. This right here is all about deception and betrayal. So I can see that we are very afraid. Now, because this is the card that wraps up the spread, very important, Sagittarius, in the month of April, anything you are feeling that is shady, is off, is potentially deceptive, somebody just not being real with you, oh my gosh, trust yourself. Because the more you start trusting yourself, the more you connect with your intuition, the more you're going to recognize your intuition is never wrong. It's us that misinterpret what intuition is trying to, tell us based on our current consciousness at the time we're trying to decipher it. And this right here is you are getting it, okay? You're connecting the dots. And please trust your heart, trust your intuition about a person, a situation, something you're going to participate in, something you're going to invest in, just whatever, because you are right, Sagittarius. You're right. And even if I feel, tried to call somebody out on it, they're not going to own up to it. Even though you see it for what it is, I don't feel that they are going to own it. And this is where you don't want to repeat, okay? You don't want to loop through, and that the repetitiveness is you not trusting yourself, you not trusting your intuition, or misinterpreting what's being said to you because we are in a state of worry, a mindset of scarce, lack, afraid to lose it all, afraid to get a broken heart, afraid to just put yourself out there, whatever it is for you personally. But Sagittarius, it's like you coming into a full connection to self, and that being the strongest voice, the biggest force for you. It's like, boom, huge breakthrough. Whatever you've been working on, boom, comes right in. But you've got to trust yourself. You've got to follow the signs, okay? The synchronicities along the way. And what needs to be put on the back burner for now, put it on the back burner and trust spirit that no momentum will be lost, okay? There's, a few different things going on, but there's one thing in your life where it's like it's time for it to blossom. You've done the work. Some of you, this has been a very long journey, very painful, and now you're to that point of achievement. You've conquered. You don't have to go through these lessons anymore. You're making a different choice this time, and it really comes down to trusting what you feel within and putting your whole heart and soul into it, but also the gratitude and not holding any part of that back out of fear of loss, or it's going to be taken away, or it's not real, it's not really going to work out, because that's not really living. That's just kind of observing life. And I get it. When you've had your heart broken, when you've been screwed over and all these different things have happened to you, it's very hard to allow yourself the vulnerability to experience life in that innocence, that purity, with no blocks, no stops holding you back. And that, one thing I like to say to people is they'll be like, oh, this happened, so I'm really afraid and I can't do it. And I'm like, okay, well, do you like to gamble? Well, yeah. So, how many times have you been to a casino? Well, I don't know. Too many to count. Well, how many times have you won? Sometimes it's like, oh, once or twice. Sometimes it's never at all. And I'm like, okay, so you really don't ever win at the casino, but it never makes you afraid to go and lose your money. Like, it's the same thing, it's just all about desire and what we truly, truly want. And, gambling is a very different thing than, these lessons. But I want to point out that, we decide what we're afraid of and what we're not. Because, honestly, in that thinking, if you lose your money every time you gamble, why would you ever be excited to gamble? Why would you ever want to go to the casino again? Like, why wouldn't you be afraid, oh my God, it's going to be just like every time before and I'm going to lose my money? Because that's most likely what's going to happen, right? But these other things where, you know, this one bad thing has happened to us, it scars us for life, and we're so afraid that it's going to happen again that we stop living and we stop feeling and experiencing and putting our whole self into something. And Spirit's like, no, don't do that. You decide. It's all about consciousness. And if you just give yourself a break, you stop being so hard on yourself, you close out any other voice and sound but your very own soul, oh, Sagittarius, you're going to realize how right you've been all along. And you're going to have this huge breakthrough. And, you know, whatever you've been working on, it's like about ready to manifest, okay? So let's pull a little bit more information. All right. So we have, ooh, look at that. Heck yeah. Blessed moon energy, full moon magic. Okay. So in this deck, there's only 2 blessed moon energy cards, the full moon and the new moon. This right here is all about the manifestation. New moon is about the new, sowing the seeds, new beginnings, new starts, all of the things that are incorporated in new. The full moon is all about manifestation, and this right here is beautiful manifestation, okay? And it pairs so perfectly with this 10th house energy. And this is also saying over the course of the next month, over the next moon cycle, you know, there's big things happening for you. And from what I see in your spread here, it's all from your own hard work and effort. Yeah, oh my gosh. And as I'm saying that, look at what's next. Waxing moon energy, effort. This is, you know, all on you. Everything that you've been doing, all the work you've been putting into you, the changes you've been making, going through the lessons, going through the heartache, going through the disappointment, being reshaped, consciousness growing and expanding, your spirit becoming so strong, your wisdom seeping through in your every moment and every action. There's just like some of you, this is huge, huge shifting energy. But also, you know, if you've been working at this, don't give up. Just keep at it. Keep at it. Put the effort in, because the effort is what's really bringing you guys some beautiful blessings here. Wow. And look at this. Lunar eclipse, moon energy, reconciliation. This right here means you and a person, or you and an idea. Something is returning into your life, Sagittarius, okay? And it could have to do with this big achievement. It could be about romance, okay? Because we do have Venus there. Or this could be a friend, or a business acquaintance, or a family member, you know, somebody you've just had some sort of falling out with, or you've lost touch. They're coming back in to your reality over the course of April. It may have something to do with you and your success and going to the next level. Others of you, this is like, we've got to heal this relationship, whether this person is fully coming back in or it's just so that we can have some closure. Either way, it's like that energy for some needs to be healed, and that has a lot to do with this cosmic consciousness and how we need to rest and recharge, because, you know, something really hurt us here. But it's like it's gonna work out. I don't know, this is a very beautiful reading, Sagittarius, and actually going much longer than I wanted it to. So let's pull you an outcome and advice card. All right. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Unexpected treasure. This is your outcome card, Sagittarius. Okay. Unexpected treasures for you. Big achievement, big shift, accomplishment on some level here, all right? We're going into a period of rest and recovery. advice, synchronicities. Pay attention to the signs. I think we already discussed that earlier in the reading, and there it is. Pay attention to the signs and synchronicities. Pay attention to that intuition, because Sagittarius, I promise you, you are not wrong. You know what's up. You feel what you feel. You know what you know. Let the past be in the past, because if you sense any sort of betrayal, you protect yourself by no longer involving yourself. That's how you protect yourself, not hoping for the best. You sense it and you're like, okay, I better back off, because this isn't right. This isn't what it looks like. I feel that, and I'm not trying to deal with that anymore. Like, I want different. Yeah, just, there's a big shift in consciousness for you guys. On some situation, some area of your life, spiritually, you know, just whatever it is you've got going on. All I can say is there's a beautiful blessing coming in, and it's from your own effort. Don't be afraid to put your whole heart and soul into it. Pay attention to all the signs and synchronicities, because there is an unexpected treasure just about to surface in your reality. So those are your messages, Sagittarius. I'm wishing you all the best. Take care.